Good morning, students. So looking at the whiteboard, you can see that today our objective is we are going to interpret information about how the Great Compromise was shaped. Our objectives are we are going to have a short PowerPoint. We will also have our primary source in which you will be annotating from. This information up here may help you, so it is there for you to use if you need to do so. Now, starting with the PowerPoint, give me just a moment here. Okay. So the Constitutional Convention and Great Compromise is what we're going to be going over today. So the Articles of Confederation need work. The Constitutional Convention was held in May of 1787. The meeting was meant to improve or change the Articles of Confederation. George Washington was elected the president of the Constitutional Convention. Some wanted a strong central government, and some did not, such as Patrick Henry, which was the Sons of Liberty. Independence Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that's where this convention was held. Gotta love the music. So right here is a photo of where the convention was held there in Pennsylvania. Inside the Independence Hall, as you can see right here is where they held that convention. Look like some kitchen chairs, to be quite honest. Definition of compromise. It's an agreement reached after both sides give something up in order to get the most of what they really want. Sort of like chocolate and peanut butter, they go together, right? Like a Reese's. Who doesn't like a Reese's? The Virginia Plan. Virginia thought that the states with large populations should have the most power. The larger the population, the more representation in government. And the more populated states should have a greater representation in government. Representatives work to make the laws. The New Jersey Plan. They thought that the legislator should have one house with 2 representatives no matter the population. Each state should have equal representation, and no state should have more power than another based on population. The Great Compromise. It was created a 2-house legislature. The House of Representatives would have representatives based on population, and today there are 435. The Senate would have equal representation for all states. Each state will have 2 senators, 100 total for the U.S. today. This agreement tried to satisfy the big and small states. Roger Sherman, here's a photo of him. He was the one that actually led the Great Compromise. A new constitution The draft was completed in September of 1787. Only 3 of the 42 delegates refused to sign the Constitution. It did not include protections of personal freedoms. And not a perfect document, but it protected the ideas of republicanism. It's a very difficult word to say. James Madison was the main author of the Constitution. Here's a photo of what he looked like. All right, guys, so that is the end, but we are going to have a few questions here. So, Bryce, I'm going to go ahead and ask you, what or who is a framer? What or who is a framer? No, not someone with land. I'll come back to you in just a moment. Go ahead and think on that just a little bit. Zachary, what about you? You're kind of on the right track, but still just a little bit off. So, what or who is a framer? It's the creators or builders of our Constitution. Think of framing a house to build. Okay? All right, Cynthia. What does it mean by the executive is one? Correct. The executive branch does not overrule the legislative and judicial branches. That is correct. So what I would like for y'all to continue doing is read over this primary source that I have given you and go ahead and make notes. Anything that you don't understand, I want you to annotate so that you will be able to go back to that and use that for your future reference. Okay? And if y'all have any questions, I'm right here. I will be walking around and asking questions as you are annotating. Thank you.